second record, we knew what we wanted to do with it. We wanted to kind of make heavier stuff heavier, catchier stuff catchier, pop stuff pop. And we knew we wanted to go to kind of both sides of the spectrum with that. And so thematically, we kind of wanted to stick with the same thing. So Innocence and Instinct is kind of the intrinsic good and bad side that we all have, the good and evil, light and dark that we all have kind of within us. So lyrically, we just wanted kind of the content to match what it is. The fighting side is pretty self-explanatory. It's just kind of that battle we all have within us, kind of this war, personal waging, whether we're fighting our own demons or kind of we're our own worst enemy at times. So it's kind of about that journey, and essentially that's what the record's about. So it's kind of why it starts a record, and I mean it fits well. Kind of summarizes everything that's there. We read a lot of older fiction, a lot of older poetry stuff, at least 100 years older. At the time, although there was nothing there that we directly took from the Inferno, was reading the Inferno at the time, and it just, this poet's journey into hell and into these dark places was just kind of thematic, and it was just really, it was mirroring what the writing process was doing. We're trying to go and revisit some darker territories that we had all been to, some darker emotions, and it kind of captured that feeling. I could kind of draw that parallel with the story. And the illustrations from the actual story, Jim mentioned the stuff. We had some of those prints printed out. We bought some, had some framed, and we were in the studio just kind of like inspiration. As far as taking on your own personal demons, there were these little actual pictures of this guy fighting demons and things. And so it was kind of cool, a little dark and twisted, but it kind of put everything in this interesting package of writing in a visual sense. So. Death of Me is kind of, originally it had started as just kind of this angst-driven song about somebody that done something wrong to you, maybe this bitterness you're kind of harnessing towards or whatever, but ultimately it ended up being a lot more powerful than that, and that the person doing something wrong to is yourself. That just the concept, and I think to grasp a song, if you kind of put yourself in the shoes and think about something that you've historically battled with over and over and over again, it's kind of what that song is. But that actual place where you're frustrated, you're angry, and you're feeling empowered to take something on, fighting your own demons again.
And I remember everything I loved. I gave it away like it wasn't enough.
The first record, we were fortunate enough to kind of carry the momentum. The album cycle lasted almost 2.5 years. We were touring the whole time. So with the exception of a month that we took off in January of, I guess, 08, we never had the benefit of taking time off to go to the studio full time because we were always touring. And so we had a record deadline ahead of us, and we had to just kind of be creative with how we were executing that entire process. So we took the back lounge of the bus and made it to the studio. And oh, thank you. Yeah, it was one of the most challenging things we've ever done. One of the most rewarding because it gave us a lot of control, but it gave us a lot of issues too. We were just tired and burning the candle within. So playing a show every night and then spending 8 hours in the back lounge writing. Yeah, you mentioned Mike was recording a lot of vocals and just hotels. We just didn't have time to stop. We're up with, I think, 4 or 5 weeks we had with them, but it's been great. The guys are awesome, the veterans, what they do, they've been around for a long time. They write great songs, and so, any band like that, it's worth in a heartbeat. They're all really cool guys, it's been great, support shows, it's been good.
How can you help my affliction if you're the sickness and not the cure?
Yeah, we always get that. Are you guys brothers?
Yeah.
Or if somebody's sitting close up front, they'll see one on stage left, I'll see the other on stage right, and they'll be going back and forth trying to figure it out.
Do they ever switch places, or do you ever get them confused?
No, I mean, at this point, like, yeah, we know him pretty well. I mean, we tell him the phone, everything else. But I mean, having identical twins in the band gives an interesting dynamic to everything because
your drummer was also an identical.
Yes, he was. Yeah, his and his brother actually worked for us.
Oh, really?
For a while, so we had 2 sets of identical twins.
That was Hayden. Hayden Lamb, right?
And our bass player's married.
I was just gonna say your bass player. I read that too. That your bass player is married too, and I know those were. That's crazy. How did that happen? Just like fate, like.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it's some form of karma or something. I don't know. It's bad. It's all over the place because I never had any experience with identical twins.
Me either.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Become a part of the red camp and they're everywhere. I mean,
yeah.
You know, it keeps things interesting though because the fights are better, the arguments are better, they get along better on a good time. So it's definitely fun. There's a closeness there, just the overall dynamic in their relationship that.
Yeah, I'm sure. And is there anything else you'd like to tell our viewers?
For all of those out there that know who we are, I just want to thank you for your support. And look forward to seeing everybody at the live show over this year. We're doing a lot more headline shows than we're used to doing. So we're excited to hopefully see everybody out the road. Thank you for your support.